Okay. Hey, everyone, this is the live show that we do every day. No guests today, and it's Monday, January 9th, 10:30 Eastern.
It's cold as hell in Costa Rica.
We got a small slate of games today. Of course, everyone's clearing out because it's the national championship game, college football. Looking at the lines, actually no sevens anymore.
No.
It seems like maybe Clemson has been, taking a little bit of money, not necessarily from sharp action by any means, but
Can't wait for this one to go off, Pete.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me switch to sides and totals. Let's see.
They're even hanging 6 at places.
Yeah, total is still like 50, 51 and a half, 50 and a half. Gone up a little bit, bounced up. It was down to 50 or 50 and a half for a while. Now it's taken a little hit up to about 51 market wide. So, pretty much the lines have stabilized. And Mike Brenner, you like Alabama there.
Still like them.
I've heard some people say that they like Clemson.
Got a lot of people on the live chat right now saying they like Clemson.
Yeah, a lot of people I've seen sort of on the internet and kicking around saying they like Clemson this way or that way. A few saying outright, one or a couple saying spread, this way, that way.
Well, they got great receivers. They got Deshaun Watson. Again, Pete, can't say it enough. He's 25 pounds heavier. He's smarter. I mean, this kid runs circles around that kid that won the Heisman Trophy. I mean, that's not even a comparison. One of them will make it in the NFL. The other one won't even make it through a tryout. Trust me, Lamar Jackson, who's he? And I just get frustrated when that's overlooked. This kid is so talented. They could get this done. They could really get this done. But I just, I went deep into this defense, and I listened to several interviews over the weekend. This is the real defense. This defense is freaking beastly.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody can scramble it a little bit and open it up, it's going to be Deshaun Watson with his, with his feet. But they're going to be keying on him. I don't know. I think they're going to lock down on that running game. Here's the game plan I'm hearing. They just want to keep Deshaun Watson off the field. If they can keep him off the field, they're going to win this ball game. And with that being said, I think what Steve Sarkisian brings to the table. I read an interview with him and then saw him in a press conference, and I was impressed. This guy's ready to go, and people can say what they want. Alcoholic, did everything he did. The man bounced back in life, and he's really, really sharp at what he does. And Nick Saban's not just going to pull anybody in there for any reason. Nick Saban says he feels very, very comfortable with the game plan they have ready to go. And I got a feeling because of that move, a lot of people are running to the window for Clemson. I think coaching wins it tonight. Dabo Swinney's not in the same league.
If their plan is to keep Deshaun Watson off the field, maybe that means the under is actually.
And that's what I'm thinking, Pete.
Yeah.
And again, I wanted to get your insight.
I saw a few guys on here teasing Clemson and the under. With the under.
Sure. Yeah, that's smart. That makes sense. I mean, if I was going to do anything on the Clemson side, I would do some type of tease, but I just can't fade Lou Saban. I mean this with all due respect. I mean, Paul Bear Bryant's the coach was the coach of coaches. Paul Bear Bryant wouldn't even be in the same league, and this is said by many. I mean, this is Nick Saban. This guy knows what the hell he's doing, how he does it year in and year out. I mean, he's won 5 titles in 7 years, something like that. It's incredible. I don't know, Pete. I don't think they're going to slow him down. I think this number's going the wrong way. I think this could be a 10-point or more win.
All right. Well, we shall see. The way you're I didn't bet the total.
We've got a new one starting today, Matty Ice. Better turn around and get you a look.
The way you're talking about the game plan makes me think that maybe the
outside that window
would be the way to go. Well,
I was just keying in Matty Ice, yeah.
All right, so that's the championship. Then we got a small slate of college and NBA, but we're going to do the NBA odds couple shows. So what do? We give our picks here, or do we
just talk?
We'll just talk it. We'll just break them down.
About that Georgetown game.
Yeah.
What do you think about St. John?
I mean, Georgetown really needs this one, and they're like talking. Supposedly, what's his name? The coach had a talk with that other
John Thompson III had a talk. John Thompson III should have listened to John Thompson I and got the hell out of town years ago. I don't know, Pete. But
I mean, obviously, St. John's up till now has played inconsistently, but when they've been good, they've been much better than George, significantly better than Georgetown. So the obvious play here would be St. John's getting those points, but it is a spot that seems to, just in terms of motivation and emotion and all that stuff, seems to favor Georgetown.
Like you said, though, the theme of inconsistency, St. John's won 3, then lost 2, then won 3, then lost 2. So, what's the pattern now? Georgetown, they followed up a 6-game winning streak, all right, with 4 losses in a row. And let's not forget, Georgetown pounded this team by 20 or more last year in both meetings. Not a whole lot's changed on both rosters, but Chris Mullen is getting, he's getting that team better focused. I would think I think St. John's T's are written all over it, is what I think.
Yeah, I mean, feels like gosh, hard to imagine St. John's losing big time, but I mean, it's easy to imagine St. John's losing big time.
Yeah,
Just
well.
they've been, when you look on paper, they've
lost 4 or 7 ATS also, St. John's has.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. I mean, they've been very inconsistent. They had the blowout of Syracuse and then the straight up loss to LIU. So, you know, I don't know. And another one is an interesting one, Coastal Carolina against Arkansas Little Rock. On paper, it would look like Coastal Carolina is definitely the play, but it went to 2 and now then it went up to 2.5. Now it's come back down to back down. So UALR has taken some money, which is slightly inexplicable based on first glance.
Inexplicable, Pistol Pete.
Analysis based on like their recent performances. That means it might be sharp money. So this might be a trap. Coastal Carolina might be a trap. Looks like they. And then the other pick that's interesting is just Quinnipiac. You know,
I love the way you say that. Quinnipiac. How do you say that, Matty? Quinnipiac. Yeah.
A bit of an inconsistent team, but they've had a lot of good performances, and St. Peter's, of course, very low scoring team. So
Coastal Carolina,
tempting to take Quinnipiac +8 as well.
Yeah. I'm thinking Coastal Carolina teasing that with Quinnipiac. So,
yeah, something's up with that Coastal Carolina. I mean, it seems like I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit deeper to see if there's some kind of motivation or motivation.
Kind of a strange slate anyway, just because the nature of what's going on. Everybody keying up for that big game, like you said. Even hockey's got a weird slate tonight.
And then in the NBA, the rematch of New Orleans, well, not a rematch, but New Orleans and
New York now, 3rd game in 4 days. That team's got to be getting tired, right?
Yeah, and they played about 6 games ago in New Orleans, and it was relatively low scoring. New Orleans won, so I'm thinking about an under.
Yeah, I was thinking the under too.
And a half lead in New Orleans as well.
Yeah.
Although Porzingis is back and playing reasonably well. And
but again, like you said, you know, I don't know, Pete. New Orleans on the road is a totally different team. They're bad on the road, and they're getting bad at home. And now Gentry, the coach, he's talking about, you know, what are we starting to look towards next year already? That's unacceptable. And now you got that talk going on. That team's a mess. That's a dumpster fire.
Yeah. And then Dallas, Minnesota, of course, 2 teams that Dallas is now healthy. And Minnesota,
fully
of course,
healthy,
as always, they have their talent, and how much are they going to be able to, convert that into margin wins as a favorite. They've also both been going under recently, and I would maybe be leaning to the under. It's kind of a low total, 196, but I might be still leaning under anyway. And then the big matchup.
They got the matchup of the MVP talk right now with Butler and Westbrook. Yeah, Pete.
Line is Chicago's now covered 3 in a row, which after a long run of ATS losing. And OKC though is a team I don't feel comfortable betting against really in any situation against another mediocre team. So that one, it's an interesting game. Feels like a little bit of a 10-foot hole for me.
Somebody just pointed out too that the Bulls started winning once Michael Carter-Williams got starts over. So
exactly.
He was playing very poorly beforehand.
And also, Dwayne Wade made a statement yesterday. He said what's really impressing him about Jimmy Butler is what he's doing in the 4th quarter, how he's taking the game over when he needs to. He said that's a sign of an MVP. And there's a former MVP saying, hey, this could be the guy.
That's what he did against the Raptors. Was on Saturday night?
Yeah, they killed him. I think you're looking at a possible over there too as well, because that's going to be a foot race.
Could be, yeah.
You know, that could be a foot race. But then again, everybody, there's nobody can tell me those guys don't want to get the hell off the court and go catch the rest of that game. You know, I mean, let's get real. This is a rematch. Speaking of which, you know, those Nitro Garage girls are going to be there tonight at the casino for that party.
Oh, very nice.
So it's a big party tonight up at the Sheraton for the national championship game.
Well, what? You can get another free Lomito.
It's free everything tonight. Come on, Pete. I already got you. And it's literally a VIP chair. You got your reserved. So
a couple
Ernesto's going to be there
from the crowd.
There's a VIP chair?
We are the VIP. Whatever chair you're in.
Whatever chair you're in, that's us. It's us. It's all inclusive for us.
But the only thing that VIP, like, there's no VIP if there's not also like
there's going to be
a whole crowd of piss boys. Is there going to be a crowd of piss boys?
The NIP section.
Yeah.
Jesus.
With ourselves.
No, there's going to be the Nitro girls with you, the piss boys or whatever the hell you guys. You guys lost me on that one. I'm definitely. I can definitely tell I'm 53.
No, I mean, the point is, like, if VIP means nothing unless there's another section with losers in it.
Section.
Okay, then we're set up. We're there.
Okay, is there going to be those people?
Absolutely.
Everybody else.
I'm skeptical.
Come on, Pistol Pete.
All right.
Troy.
He'll be there.
+6.
Yeah, Deb's going to hammer you anyway. She said you're going.
Troy +6.5.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one was. I mean, Troy's been covering. I think they've covered.
It opened at 4, moved up a half a point. Georgia State.
6. Yeah.
I mean 6.
Yeah, it would again, on paper, it appears that Troy would be the play, but the line movement is a little bit
I know.
confusing to me. Yeah, I would lean Troy it actually opened at 5, I think I saw here. Let's see,
Okay.
Pinnacle. But yeah, again, this is one of those games where it's, I know, open at 6 at Pinnacle. This is one of those games where, it's
Georgia State sometimes at home, though, they like to
Sure.
run early. I was thinking of an early first half with them, but
it's one of those games where if at first glance on paper, Troy seems like the obvious play, then the line moves in the other direction. That might be telling you something, or maybe not. But yeah, my initial lean to that one would definitely be Troy.
Hey, on a different note with NBA, I gotta talk about something that I'm gonna really look into, start leaning here. I mean, as far as Utah, totally healthy again. George Hill is back, and when he is back, and this is his first year with his team, but early on when they were together before he got injured, this team had potential, and now I think you're going to really see them want to push deep in the playoffs. If that team stays healthy, you better look out for them. And with Hill back, you may want to look to back them for a minute, because I don't think the line's going to adjust right away. I think this team's capable of being a powerhouse.
Okay, good. Keep that in mind. And I guess that's about it for our Monday show.
Yeah, there's not a bunch in
I got
there.
one more thing. We can end at the beginning. I wanted to hear what you guys thought about the weekend's football. I know it was a little unimpressive, but we also had a specific question on that Rodgers Hail Mary to end this first.
Yeah, that cashed one of my tickets. I tweeted out. I said, I'll take a cash ticket like any day of the week. It's nice for the
With
ball
Green
to
Bay.
bounce. Yeah.
Yes, you did get lucky on that one, but even if that had lost, you still would have had a
Yeah, I went
successful,
6-1. The one that bit me was Detroit. I just figured they didn't show up. They didn't man up. They did nothing. But you know what? Pete Carroll won that game over Jim Caldwell. Boom. That's it. That was
and
a
that was
coaching
also
deal.
the one pick that you gave that was not like in our show. You gave it
I
later.
know it.
So
Yeah, but I was like, what the hell was I thinking? I'm not totals. Low Shack. What am I taking a freaking total?
You got,
I mean, a dog, not a total.
you got one pick
It's
you
good.
probably shouldn't have given, then lucked out on another one. So
Hey, it all worked out.
Overall, you had another great weekend in football, my friend. I think you're up at 57%. I'll check it. You're very close to 57%.
Oh, good. I like that.
NFL, which is
But
in our shows.
like Maddie said, this weekend was kind of all the favorites. It was kind of not boring, but there was just something missing. I don't know.
Was it?
Well, there was no real close fourth quarter games.
Yeah.
Nothing really went down to
Yeah,
it. The Giants game looked like it was going to be that way
Yeah,
early
it
on.
did. Giants looked like they knew what they had their number early
What
on.
happened at halftime to that?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it was that Hail Mary pass.
Yeah,
I think
it
just
sparked him right
showed
up. Sparked him right up. And you know what? When he threw that damn thing, I
Mhm.
swear to God, I thought about last year. They won 2 games on 2 Hail Marys like that. And when he tossed that thing, I swear I had this feeling he's going to catch that damn thing. And it did. And I wasn't jumping up and down. I just went, yep.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that hit on Matt Moore, too?
Ooh.
I mean, he went right back in the game.
He did.
I don't know why, but
Yeah, he got pounded. He looked like he didn't know where he was.
Mhm.
And speaking of hits, I'll tell you what, Green Bay, Jordy Nelson took that hip. He took a shot to the hip. It looked like, his hip flexor must still be going, just pounded.
yeah, the fact that he didn't
He didn't come back.
second
No,
half,
hell no, they
that's
put him on a
that's
golf
broken
cart.
rib, maybe.
Yeah.
He would have been back out there.
Yeah.
They didn't need him.
But it was a shot. It was a hell of a shot. All right, guys, short day. Check in later on. We're going to be doing a Periscope this afternoon, I think, just to talk about what's going on tonight at the Grand Casino. It's National Championship game. Pistol Pete, you and I even talked about this early on. There may be a chance these two meet again this year, and I'll be damned if it didn't happen.
Yep. It was. It seemed like
I'm ready.
you're looking at it and you're just like, all right, you're Alabama's odds to win the national championship, to make the national championship, and you're thinking like, if I bet this, how do they not make the national? Who beats them? How do they not make the national championship?
Yeah.
It just seemed almost inconceivable. I mean, obviously, there's no sure things in sports betting, but it seemed like a real long shot that someone would actually. We're not talking about covering a spread. We're talking about actually beating them in a big game.
Yeah.
It just is impossible to imagine.
I know it. I'll tell you what, though, I can't wait. This could be one for the ages tonight, or I either see a tight game and maybe even Clemson can hang in there, or I see Alabama winning this thing like 28-14. And I don't know. I can't wait, though. They can't kick off soon enough, baby.
All right, I know we got a short slate for your best bets, and then we can get out of here.
Okay, best bet is to show up at the Grand Casino tonight. That's my best bet, and we just went down.
Well, no electricity.
No electricity.
We're still good.
We're still live. Oh, hey, Dell. But
Well,
how do we
I
hang
guess
up here?
It feels like it might be a little bit of a trap, but I guess I will give Coastal Carolina -2.
Okay, yeah, my best
Even
bet.
though the line movement is very concerning.
Yeah, my best bet's Clemson. Alabama. Alabama, I'm taking them on the. Obviously, I got the full game in the first half, so it's my best bets. I'm giving you both of them. Yep, I like it. All right, Pistol Pete. I hope you show up tonight. Nitro Garage is going to be there. The girls are going to be there. Apparently, they're going to be doing one of their arrangements in their first raffle for the car announcement, so that's
All right,
pretty cool
maybe
as
I
well.
will be there, but let me just give it to me straight.
All
Are
right.
any of these ladies going to have like natural, normal
Yes, there
personalities
is.
and bodies?
There's 4 out of,
Actually, the women that he has are
Yeah,
quite normal
they
despite
are.
their.
they really are,
So,
Pete.
I mean,
Body wise, yeah.
No,
There's 2 that
I
are,
was surprised.
there's 2 that are maxed out, but there's 4 that are just, yeah.
Yeah,
Please,
there is
come on.
definitely one that's.
Come on, I won't let you down. Brenner's never let you down.
All
I'll let
right,
you down.
all
Okay.
right, okay, maybe.
All right, guys, we're out of here.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, Pistol Pete's showing up at the Grand Casino. You better be there too.
Maybe.
No. You know what? I got a feeling I'm going to get you there tonight. Deb said it. Deb said, Mr. Brenner, we got to get him. We got to get
Maybe I
Pistol
will,
Pete up
maybe I
there.
will,
So.
maybe Just because it is a light night, and then tomorrow there might not be
It's a
that
light
big
night,
game,
yeah.
and I got
This
a
is
lot of
true.
sleep
This
on
is
the
a
weekend,
perfect
so this
night.
is possible.
Okay. Ooh, I like that. It might happen. All right, guys, we're out of here. Bet responsible. All right, beat your book and build that bank with the odds couple and SBR.
Yep.